Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham Om Nityananda.
Yes, Nityananda everyone. After this powerful darshan and the powerful initiation and the Kala Bhairava Murti Bhava Samadhi darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, we're now going to move on to the next round of today's power manifestation. Hope all of you are ready. We're going to manifest the power of blindfold reading. So let us all settle down, emboldened with the intense energy of Mahakala Bhairava. We are going to project certain images on screen. And while you are blindfolded, you're going to scan whatever is projected on screen through your third eye. Let us connect to Swamiji from the space of oneness. Make sure you are keeping your eyes completely blindfolded. No light should fall into your eyes. If you don't have a blindfold, you can use any opaque cloth. Yes, many of the participants are getting their blindfolds ready. Let us all settle down. Yes. Some of the participants are not on camera. Let's get on camera. Get your blindfold ready. Ma Natana Priya. Wujji. Get your blindfolds and let's get started. Intensely chant the Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Keep chanting the Mahavakya as we are now going to project the image on screen. Let this round of the power manifestation begin.
Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham Om
Yes, you can now remove your blindfolds and start sharing whatever was revealed to you through the third eye in this round of the power manifestation. Let us know what you have seen projected on screen during this round of blindfold reading. Any minute detail, anything that was revealed to you, share it vividly. Don't hold anything back. Don't judge what was revealed to you. Yes, the participants have started sharing. Ma Nitya Chakra Rajasalupini is sharing orange flames. All right, thank you for sharing. You requesting all the other participants who joined us for this manifestation round also to share. As we are getting ready to share the image on screen once more so you can verify your manifestation. Yes. You can see the Manikarnika gut in Varanasi.
Yes. So Ma Chakraraja Surupani has shared that she saw orange flames, and Ma Ling Yi Ting is sharing that nature, space, water have white color in middle, have a radiant object. So actually, all of this is extremely right, because yes, this is very natural. There is Ganga, there is water, the sky is there, so there is the element of space, something white color in middle. So I think Swamiji had revealed about the buildings, the temples that are there across the ghat, across the Manikarnika Ghat.
There's some more sharings. Ma Alexander Kasprich is sharing, I felt a flow of energy into my Ananda Ganda. Interesting. Thank you for sharing, Ma. And Ma Etta Lai is sharing, feeling spinning gold, red, blue arc, gem light goddess statue. Great. So, Maharaj, maybe you can give a more elaborate explanation. What is the Manikarnika God?
Yes. So basically, Manikarnika Ghat, like how it is one of the most important places in the Varanasi, in the spiritual kingdom of Kashi. That was the very place where Paramashiva's earring had fallen. That is where it gets its name of Manikarnika. So it is a very powerful place, and I think Ma had revealed about goddess statue. So very close to Manikarnika Ghat. So just behind, like from the Manikarnika Ghat, if you just walk a few meters away, you have the temple of the Vishwanath Mandir, the temple of Paramashiva who resides in Kashi, and Devi Vishalakshi also resides just a few meters away. So that is very close to Manikarnika Ghat. So yes, this is literally darshan ma. So one important, very beautiful experience I want to share. When we started with this power of third eye, Swamiji was initiating us and training us to manifest this power of third eye through Krishna Shila and through mirror and such other alchemy products. Swamiji said, you can have you can literally you can have darshan of the deities through this. You can even show it to other people and make them have a darshan. So this power of third eye is something so unique and so powerful that it is not that just you are in a raised frequency and you are in the space of Paramashiva. Just it raises the frequency of people who are even around you, who are just living around you, who are in your breathing space. Yes. Ma Chakraraja Surupani had mentioned orange flames. Manikarnika Ghat is a cremation ground. So continuously 24/7, even if the river Ganga is in complete flood, the bodies continue to burn and the ashes are mixed with the Ganga water. So yes, the orange flames was extremely correct. So many of us have manifested this power today. So let us celebrate our manifestation.
Yes, and also Ma Alexander, who felt the energy in the Ananda Ganda, as Varanasi is the place where people who die there get liberated immediately, fall back into the pure space of Ananda Ganda.
And one very important thing, Ma, Swamiji had said that it is Paramashiva uses the word Anandagandha when he is describing Varanasi. So Ananda Varanasi is the Ananda Gandha of Paramashiva. So you saw it extremely correct, ma.
So everyone of you celebrate the manifestation. And what do you guys think? Let us move into a second round of blindfold reading. Let us get ready, get your blindfolds and settle down. Yes. Everyone, please tie your eye bands and let's get ready to start with another round of blindfold reading. Chant the Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Connect to Swamiji. In your third eye, visualize his sweet smile. And simply step back. Let him flow through you. There is nothing that you need to manifest, nothing that you need to do. All you need to do is be in that sweet bhava, the feeling connection to Swamiji, and let him reveal whatever you need to see for this power manifestation to happen. Continuously vibrate with the Mahavakya, and let's enter into the second round of this power manifestation.
Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham 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 Paramashivoham
Yes. You can now remove your blindfolds. And once more, start sharing whatever you have seen, whatever was revealed to you in your inner space for this second round of blindfold reading. Yes, Manitya Chakraraja Sarupini is sharing fireworks, flowers, radiant stuff. All right. Manitya Shulini Durga, the big golden sun. Okay, thank you for sharing. Let's make sure that all of you share. So, Ma Shukla Indananda sharing, my inner space was the scene when Kala Bhairava talking to me on that Akashic reading day. Wow. Beautiful. Yes, you're getting ready. We're going to project the image once more. As you can see, a small deity of Lord Shiva placed on some clay pottery, I think. Vaitalayas also share black space, white golden border, yellow stone wall river. All right, you can see the river Ganga is flowing from the jatas of Shiva in this picture. And Li and Ting was sharing a wonderful space, have many round objects like building or logo. Yes, there are pots with round openings, so that is definitely correct, Ma. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you all so much for joining us for this round of the power manifestation. And celebrate your manifestation. As we're getting ready, we're going to have a beautiful session on the Akashic readings on death. Very powerful revelations. Akashic readings from delivered by Swamiji himself as the medium for Kala Bhairav. So let us all be in a space of deep listening and restful awareness, and let us receive these very powerful revelations straight from the cosmos.
See, in these revelations itself, Swamiji beautifully, Kala Bhairava himself says that each and every single word in this whole revelation is a mantra. So usually if it is a normal satsang, we'll just say listen. Listen to Swamiji, absorb what he's saying. But for this, just be in an unclutched space and reverberate in that same frequency as Swamiji, as Mahakala Bhairava. Let us now enter into this segment.
I tell you, anybody with a simple logic can see how can life end with one body. Just to do this drama of 100 years, I don't think you need so many tools and weapons and instruments like a mind, intelligence, consciousness. No. Drop all the fears you carry about the discontinuity. Whether the wealth, money you accumulated in the outer world, or the wealth, all the great qualities you accumulated in the inner world, does not get disconnected due to your death and next birth. The sacred secrets move from one body to another body, just like how you move from boyhood to youth, from youth to old age. Same way you just move from old age to death and death to again birth, next womb, next birth, and from birth again childhood, then youth. You don't lose anything. Understand? This is the first thing. But what will happen to all the wealth I created? Don't worry. You take birth again in the same family, same type of family. I don't want to say same family, same kind of family where the same amount of wealth is there. So don't think you will die as a billionaire and take birth roadside, live in slum. No. Neither the great qualities you accumulated in the inner world nor the wealth you accumulated in the outer world is lost by death. Death is liberation and celebration. It is a natural conscious digestion process, gift given to every individual soul tormented by the ignorance that they are separated from the whole, constantly reminding them anything which separates them, including the concepts, is impermanent. Anything which makes them feel as departed part of the whole is impermanent. To make every individual soul understand that the concept of your individuality is imagination and impermanent, death is given as a natural boon to the whole universe. Death is of 7 types experienced by human beings. First, the man who feels he is nothing more than a body. He experiences oblivion as death. He feels end of his identity is death. End of his individual existence is death, which is obviously false. Illusion, delusion, which brings tremendous suffering, and the suffering constantly tortures him and does not let him live even while he is having the body. Next, the person who is completely centered on desires. He has a greed and cannot understand the possibility for a breakthrough. So he continuously extends his greed even after he leaves the body. The reality you are facing now, what you call as Bhuloga, the very less intense projection of your delusion is Bhuloga, and little higher projection of your extended greed is Swargaloga, the heaven, and guilt is little higher projection of your deluded, disturbed mental setup, patterns of root greed in different direction. The guilt is lower level hells, where you repent for your sins. The deeper root is pain. The ultimate hells you experience. In this space, again, your death decides the quality and the quantity of the sufferings you are continuously going to experience. Understand? Every levels of death teaches you the great lessons if you are ready to hear. Every life, every year, practically every day, every one of you go through all the 7 deaths. The 4th death, death from the pain. Even the pain is also a projected delusion from the root pattern. It does not exist and it cannot coexist with the existence of the cosmic soul. When the pain patterns faces the death, the experience the individual soul goes through is depression. Depression is not even the existence of pain. When you don't even project your pain, when you are not even capable of projecting your pain on the reality, the comparative reality, the constant torture you do to yourself with the seed is depression. Seed which cannot grow but continues to exist as a living seed is depression. The death from the depression is the 6th death, called dark night of the soul. Every soul goes through this dark night during the sleep in the form of a unrememberable nightmare every day. Morning, when you come out of the nightmare and can't remember the scenes but only can experience the feeling of the nightmare, it is dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul is the near-death experience for so many individuals. All the individuals who record the near-death experience as being pulled into the cave and pushed out with a tremendous pain is near-death experience, which is nothing but the dark night of the soul in the long term. When the dark night of the soul happens every night, it is called nightmare. When the nightmare happens once in a life, it is called near-death experience. The seventh form of the death, which is beyond the dark night of the soul, happens as nibbana, nirvana, extinction of the individual deluded identity. The extinction of the individual deluded identity is the ultimate death, which is liberation and celebration. What you feel as your identity is your identity centered on the body, then oblivion is the obvious truth about your death. If your individual identity is centered on desire, guilt, pain, resurrection is the obvious truth about your death. If you can stand all these experiences while you are carrying the physical body, unable to stand the ability to be without the physical body and mind through the unclutching enlightenment, is the equal word for your death. Understand, every instruction, when they are imbibed and practice deathless life, is possible. The first instruction, do not eat anything else other than these three: goat milk, groundnut, haritaki. Second, do ajapa japa. Let your breathing be guided continuously by ajapa japa. Third, every night complete all the samskaras and patterns you built by entering into the death process. Fourth, continuously, whenever you remember, unclutch, unclutch, unclutch. Reduce the time of unawareness and restlessness. Practice the presence of restful awareness. Next, remember these great truths about life and let all the cognizance about life be taken based on this one understanding about life and death. The life and death are not two different things. It is just continuous process happening in you as a natural force. Ultimately and finally, remember the realization this body is not away, apart from your cosmic soul. It is also an inclusive part of your eternally existing cosmic soul. These 7 truths can directly make you live deathless life. Deathless life is possible. I'll give you the signs used by Tirungnana Sambandar and the great saint like Vallalar and Sant Jnaneshwar. Every night complete all the engrams you build. All the samskaras you build should be completed by going through the death process every night before falling asleep. Every night, if you go through the death process and complete and fall asleep, there will not be any remaining engrams, samskaras, which is responsible for getting old. The time will not act on you. The bridge through which time acts on you, time enters into your consciousness, is samskaras. Engrams is the bridge through which time enters you. If you break the bridge, time will not be able to enter in your inner space. You will be free from time. The person who is free from time grows younger, younger, younger due to his experience to live untouched by time and samskaras. This is the only and best way to grow younger and disappear into the pure light consciousness, the cosmic soul, without leaving the remains of the physical body. Death is not end or extinction of existence. It is just climate change on your body and mind. Whenever many deaths of mind happens in same body, it is spiritual evolution. If many bodies die in the same mind, it is unconsciousness, spiritual endarkenment. If more minds die in same body, you are spiritually growing, evolving. If more bodies die in same mind, you are spiritually going down, destroying yourself. Again and again and again, bodies die, minds die. Blessed are those in whom many minds die in one body. Continuously allow minds to be dying. Let your mind, even if you think in a best space, allow it to die. Allow it for transformation. Allowing the mind to die every time in the same body leads you to the highest liberation and celebration. Death is the most powerful mechanism either to get enlightened or to get yourself drowned in deeper and deeper unconsciousness. Every day, when you fall asleep, it is equivalent to death. When you wake up, it is equivalent to birth. When your mind dies in the same body and becomes a new mind, cosmos enters into you. When your body dies in the same mind, takes a new body, you enter into the cosmos. When cosmos enters you, it is liberation. When you enter into the cosmos, it is death. The part feels as part the moment it wants to be part only should be blamed, not the whole, because part only continues to hold on to the thought to be part. Whole is not holding on to the thought, even though the thought might have happened on the whole also. Only when you hold on to the thought, you remain as part. So, the feeling of separation, who created, why created, is not the really focus of your vengeance or action. Your focus should be on who is holding on to that feeling of separation, not who created, why it got created. Who holds on to it gives life to it. The feeling of separation, because the part only is holding on to it, it is giving life to it. So, your action and intensity to act upon should be directed to the center, who is holding on to the feeling that you are separate from the whole. You are part, not the whole. Death is Guru and God, not oblivion as perceived by body-centered individuals. Death is a boiling process. Whenever your engrams, desires, fear, greed, everything is boiled in the high energy, there is a possibility your desires can become reality, your fears can be conquered, you can be free from both desire and fear if you are ready, courageous enough to face the process with consciousness. Understand? During the death, your desires come in front of you just to make you understand the disillusionment which can be caused by their presence. Fears come in front of you, make you understand they cannot frighten you anymore. But if you do not have the awareness to look into them, you get deluded by them even while they come to reveal the truths about them. It is like mistaking a friend to be an enemy, and before even the friend expresses his friendliness, you thinking he is enemy and dealing him with a different attitude. So when the desires and fears come in front of you during the moment of death, have patience and restful awareness to look into them. They are coming in front of you just to tell you their disillusionment and their ability that they can't frighten you anymore. By not looking at them with a deep restful awareness, those desires are given a wrong extension of life by your unaware, unconscious mind. When the desires are given a wrong extension of life, what you experience is heaven. When the fears are given the wrong extension of life, what you experience is hell. With restful awareness, when you deal both of them, what you experience is liberation. So, prepare yourself with restful awareness continuously, being a Jivan Mukta, practicing living enlightenment, being established in restful awareness during all the chaos or the tsunamis of fear and greed attacks in your life while you are in the body. In unconscious way, without having awareness, perception on death before dying or during dying can bring tremendous suffering and can bring a big damage to the conscious evolution process, which is termed as nivritti in the Upanishadic records. So understand, moving consciously into the death process liberates you from the fear and greed. Every moment in your life, when you go through the fear or greed, the small dimension of death is perceived and experienced by your restless consciousness. Bring restful awareness, you will have complete depth in handling the fear and greed with restful awareness, so it can liberate you. As these truths are Apaurushya and Sarvabhaumya, not dependent on any individual, including the body through which it is read out, and Sarvabhaumya, universal, anybody who internalizes this truth, aligns their conscious process of cognizance based on these truths, will be liberated and will celebrate their very existence by the grace of the Kala Bhairava, Mahakala, the cosmos itself. Illusion, expanded, identity possession is life. Life, in a deluded way, possesses, and the possession itself is felt as its own identity because of illusion. When life feels, it possesses the body and lands up in a delusion. It is the body, it is life. When it feels, it possesses wealth, and wealth is part of its identity. It is deluded life. Same way, when it feels name and fame, rewards and awards, it possesses, and the possession itself becomes part of its identity. It is deluded life. Life goes on getting deluded with so many things, with the concept of possession, and in the deeper delusion, the possession itself becomes part of its identity. Death comes as a great celebration and liberation, as deluded, unnecessary illusion and illusory identities. It's a great relief whenever part of you, what you think as you, is taken away from you. The truth which was, it were never part of you, is reminded to you. Understand? When money is taken away from you, when you feel the pain that some part of your identity is dying, it is a lesson to you. It was never part of you. It was your possession which has deluded and given you the illusory identity. It was part of you. When the name and fame is taken away from you, you are reminded to the truth. It was never part of you. It was your possession, but due to delusion, you identified that as part of your very identity. Same way, when you are reminded, the body on which your multiple identities continue to grow, the brain on which the perception of your multiple identities are experienced by you, when that is taken away from you, the very ground on which your multiple possessions and the possibility of that possessions giving the delusive feeling you are part of those possessions, and those possessions are your identity, is taken away from you. A being should constantly remind itself not to identify with any possession. Not having possessions and not identifying with the possessions is the path of renunciation. Even having the possessions, but having the clarity, the possessions are not part of your identity, is the path of grihastha. Whether you take up the path of grihastha through the responsibility and having the wealth and everything, or the path of renunciation without having possessions itself, the important truth you need to remember is not letting anything become part of your illusory deluded identity. Whether you have possessions or not does not matter. That should not become part of your identity, which is already deluded. When the source gets deluded by identifying itself on the body, body itself is your possession. But when you identify the possession of body as your identity, the delusion of the identity begins. When the delusion of identity starts, it leads to multiple identities, like identifying yourself with your wealth, with your name and fame, with all other possessions. Death is a reminder, a powerful guru to make your being understand all this was never part of you. These were never part of your illusory or deluded understanding. So, relax from the illusion of identifying your possessions as your identity, reminding this great truth to you as a natural process is death. Death continues to happen multiple times continuously in your life because you carry multiple identities. You just need awareness to perceive, experience, live through all the multiple deaths happening. When you have the awareness, consciousness, experiencing multiple deaths in your life, you go through conscious deaths continuously. Going through conscious deaths continuously does a great conscious cleansing in you. Continuously having conscious cleansing is living enlightenment. Once you are completely cleansed in your consciousness and remain pure, you are Jivan Mukta, you are radiating enlightenment. Understand the truth, death continuously happening in you consciously is just to remind you about your original purity and help you to remain in purity. Understand, time makes an important decision about the levels of your desire and fear. Man who understands the continuity of life and death, in front of whom the vast amount of time is available, who is in the restful awareness, with the understanding the vast time is available in front of them, who is not driven by the concept of losing time, is Kala Bhairava. When you relax in the restful awareness of the vast time is available in front of you, time becomes your friend. Making time your friend is going beyond time, going beyond death. Then you become Kala Bhairava. Just the simple understanding, just like birth, dream, waking, deep sleep, death are all different phases of life. Sleeping, dreaming, waking up, all three are part of same life. If you are conscious, same way, dying rebirth, the gap between death and rebirth are all part of same life if you are superconscious. Awaken to this truth. Your birth, your death, your gap between birth and death are all part of same life. I, Kalabhairava, tell you all, you don't even need any other spiritual practice. Listen, your life, death, rebirth, gap between life and death, birth and rebirth are all part of your same life. It is not end or restart. This one truth can relax you, put you in restful awareness. You don't need to hurry about your desires, about your greeds. Cosmos is flowing towards you. You are flowing towards the cosmos. You don't need fast track. The moment you understand you don't need fast track because you have vast time in front of you. All the knots, thought patterns, samskara knots, the gandhis you created in your different energy centers and the thought patterns you created, the thought patterns and samskaras still which you are keeping stiff, straight, gets loosened. The moment thought patterns, samskaras get loosened, they lose their grip over you. You live enlightenment. O human beings, remember this one truth. Kalabhairava, out of my compassion, tremendous love, I am sharing this very sacred secret, the basic important truth with you all. O humanity, listen. Your life, your death, the time between life and death, the time between death and rebirth are all part of same life. Do not be afraid. Nothing will be taken away from you, and you do not need urgency rushing towards any of your goal, greed. You do not need to have fear and escape from any of your fears, anxiety. Neither your greeds nor your fears as urgency of time. Relax from the urgency of time. The restful awareness. Which comes when you relax from the urgency of time. Makes vast time available in front of you. Anybody who has a vast time available in front of them is Kalabhairava. Every one of you can become Kalabhairava when you relax from the immediate urgency of time, when your greeds can't create desire in you, when your fears can't create anxiety in you, you are free from time. The vast time is available in front of you. With the vast time available in front of you, your greed cannot make you urgent. Your fear cannot make you disgraceful. Your fear cannot frighten you. Your greed cannot make you desireful. O human beings, contemplate on this great truth again and again and again. Your birth, your death, your rebirth, the time between the birth and death, time between death and rebirth are all part of same long life. There is no discontinuity in the whole life. Let this one truth sink in all of you to make you understand. Greed does not need to create desire in you. This is the secret of death, through which Markandeya conquered Kalabhairava. Markandeya conquered Yama, the Lord of Time. Lord of Time, when he conquers you, he is Yama. When you conquer him, he is Kalabhairava. When you conquer him, you become Kalabhairava. When he conquers you, he is Yama to you. Let this great truth land on all of you. Death is the door to different possibilities. Death is the door to the happening. When past and future overlap the life, it gets deluded and forgets its original, natural existence. Death is the moment the influence of the past and the influence of the future is completely moved out. Life stands still in its natural existential reality. Life can be experienced in its purest form in death. Every meditation, every spiritual technique, every kriya helps you only break few patterns, few samskaras, few engrams, but death helps you to break all the patterns, all the possible karmas, all the possible engrams, including agamya prarabdha sanjita. Death can be a great door to experience life existentially. Most of the beings experience life only during death. It is unfortunate they are afraid of their own life's peak existence. It is paradoxical. Beings which are supposed to be excited about life are afraid of the life which expresses itself intensely during death. Death is only for the things which can die in you. you are deathless. If you are worried about death, you always associate yourself with objects which can die. Objects which can die is not you, neither part of you, nor existential you. It is just added to you.
Yes. After having received these powerful Akashic revelations directly from Mahakala Bhairava, let us now enter into a small but a very important and a beautiful segment where we'll be learning the importance we'll be learning the significance and the method of performing the Guru Puja and the Shiva Puja. We are waiting just for a few moments for the Paramashivoham Level 1 participants also to join us. As all of us are initiated into the Vishesha Diksha today, we will be learning the procedure of the Guru Puja and Paramashiva Puja.
All the words which is staying in you, which starts working whenever it is needed and brings you out of your supreme love for body and your identity and turns that same love towards your pure inner consciousness is bhakti. All those thoughts are bridge to bhakti. Understand? You not staying in depression is a basic necessity for your bhakti. Many people come and tell me, I have so much bhakti for God, but I am always punished and depressed. It's pure cheating. A bhakta can never suffer. Person who is suffering can never be a bhakta. First, you see the definition of bhakti. What Narada says, Sa Tvasmin Para Prema Rupa. That verily is of the nature of supreme love of God. Understand, you will suffer only if your supreme love is directed towards your body or towards your identity. You cannot suffer if it is directed towards your pure inner space or consciousness, which is God. So if you are suffering, never say you have bhakti. You are just cheating. You are just cheating. How to then always be in that bliss? Then have initiation. Initiation means listening to the teachings of the master, which will elevate you, liberate you instantaneously. Whenever the real suffering starts happening, it will just open up. It's like a pop-up actually. It will just pop up and break the suffering. Suddenly you will see you are back to that your original consciousness. For example, I can give you some of the strong initiation ideas now. During sannyas, you are asked to just go into the death. See, let me give you some of these few strong clicks, strong initiations. Then you'll understand what I mean by the word initiation and how it can lead to real bhakti. During sannyas, you are asked to go through your own death, because death is one thing which is the most certain thing for which you are not prepared. You are prepared for everything. You are prepared for your old age. You are prepared for this. You are prepared for that. You are even prepared for your cremation expenses, especially in America. In America, coffins for sale. No, really, one day she was telling me, he got a call early morning and they were asking, "Sir, now we are really giving for a sale your cremation prices." In India, nobody can ask this. They will cremate the person who has. See, you are prepared even for that. Cremation, coffin, and I heard that the important lots are available. Huh? View lots. As if these fellows can lie down and there and see everything. What kind of nonsense is going on? And $5,000. In India, even when we live, we don't spend $5,000 to build a house. What about dying? Anyhow, we are prepared even for that, but we are not prepared to face the death experience itself. We are always afraid, and we don't even want to think. So all the people who want to take sannyas, they are asked to go through that experience. That becomes a big click once you go through that experience. After that, whenever you remember, Are, I am already dead, what is there? Any suffering, this one memory, I am already dead, what is there to bother? Suddenly you will see that suffering will disappear. That will not have any place. If you go through even once that death experience, there is nothing which can give you suffering. You will feel, whatever days I am now living is a bonus already. Already it is a free gift extension. Then what is there to suffer? And there are few more initiations done. Every part of the body will be offered to the master in the fire. They will take the small piece of grass and connect with that body with the mantras and offer that grass into the fire, means offering to the master. It is offered to the master. Every part, surrendering. Whenever you have a problem, just remember, that is already his. If he wants, let him run, otherwise it's okay. Suddenly you will see the suffering won't be there. Suffering will not be there. Like these strong ideas which is inserted into you as an experience by the master, which comes up during suffering and liberates you from the suffering, takes you back to the pure conscious state. These techniques, these clicks are only called as initiation. Blessed are those who had initiations from the master. See, whenever I am sitting and talking, suddenly some idea will click. Hey, this is what I was thinking. Your eyes will just open. Your eyes will just expand. This is what I was thinking. So right, so clearly expressed. Then initiation has happened. If you are suddenly sitting straight, the Kundalini is rising. The initiation is happening. Means that idea, that truth, that Shastra will become Shastra now for you. That idea will start now residing in you. Whenever you get this kind of Shastras, catch it. Let it be in your heart for future. This is the real life insurance. The real life insurance is the Shastra, initiations which you get from the master, not anything else. All other life insurance is death insurance. After your death, your family will get, who are waiting for it.
Yes. After having these powerful revelations from Swamiji about what is bhakti, about how do we have the feeling connection with Paramashiva, with Swamiji, we will now be learning in detail about the puja itself, about the context behind each and every single offering of the Guru Puja and the Shiva Puja by our beloved Bhagwan directly. Swamiji has explained in great detail and very beautifully about each and every single offering that is made during the Pada Puja. So may it be the offering of Padyam where we welcome Swamiji, where we welcome our Guru, we welcome our Master, wash his feet and have him seated on the throne, to the offering of Aratrika, the offering of waving of the lit lamps. Each and every single upachara is very beautifully explained by Swamiji directly. So let us now receive these powerful cognitions directly from our beloved Bhagwan.
Ananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda.
There are 1,000 sacredness associated with why we pour milk, ghee and honey, all that on Shivalinga. I can start giving 1,000 answers which are in tune with the original sacred sentiment why we are doing this. Understand? In those days, our whole work was taking care of cows. What is the essence of the whole day's work? The milk you get. What is the essence of even the milk you get? Is the ghee finally you make. And what is the essence of whole day you going around the forest and trying to collect honey? The honey you get. The essence of all our day efforts, the whole day efforts essence is our life. Literally we spent our whole life on this. So this is the essence. The result, fruit, essence of our life. We offer it to the representation of Sadashiva, towards whom we feel highest sacred sentiment. Most sacred. The fruit of our whole life. Understand? In those days, the best possession you can have is a cow. The work you need to do whole day is taking care of them. So the fruit of your whole day's action, the karma pala, is a milk. And you churn that and get ghee. So it is the essence of your whole day's work. We decide to take part with that essence with Sadashiva as our gratitude offering, the offering of the sacred sentiment we carry about Sadashiva, we carry with Sadashiva, we carry towards Sadashiva. The reverence, sacred sentiments associated with our actions needed to be understood with that very strength of that sacred sentiment and feeling connection. Surely there are tons of sacred reasons why we pour milk on Sadashiva and why it falls on Shivalinga.
Yes. So that was a small bit where Swamiji revealed about the sacred sentiment that we hold in our inner space while we are offering the puja. See, out of everything, even as per the Agama Shastras, Paramashiva clearly declares that the bhavana, the feeling connection that we are holding during the ritual is what matters the most. Everything revolves around it. Everything happens for that feeling connection to happen. That is why Swamiji loves rituals that have extremely elaborate uh, setup that is required, because the amount of setup that is required, all of it is done just because the acharya, the person who is offering the puja, should be able to hold himself in that feeling connection even while the ritual is happening for an extremely long time. That is how our rishis and gurus have designed this science of pujas. So the Pratyakshapada puja that we learn, we offer to Swamiji is directly from the Shaivagamas and the Shaktagamas. It is from the Kularnava Tantra. And the puja procedure itself is taken from the best of the pujas that is offered to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, as Swamiji is also part of his sampradaya. So there is a very interesting, very beautiful part in our puja, which is called as a Manasa Puja. It is the internal worship, where Swamiji explains the significance behind each and every single offering. Swamiji first, he explains that the whole ritual of the Guru Puja or Pada Puja is like as welcoming a guest to our home. What is the traditional way you welcome him? First, you create the seat. Before you welcome, you make sure the seat, everything is fine. Then, moment you welcome the deity, the Atithi, that is the word, the word Atithi means guest. The word Atithi is used for the guest. So when you welcome a guest, first thing you wash his feet. Then you make him sit on the asanam. Then you offer the arghya, the traditional bouquet. So like this, one by one, each and every single offering. Let us now listen to the beautiful significance behind each of these offerings directly by Paramashiva himself.
Because this has got so much of meaning. When we say the word Hritpadmamasanam Dadyat, understand? The Sutrakara means the person who wrote the sutras. These original sutras are from the Tantric tradition. The Tantric tradition, the original, this Puja Sutras, these sutras are from the Sutrakara. Sutrakara is supposed to be Mahadeva himself. Oh, we are sitting outside, na? The Sutrakara is supposed to be Mahadeva himself, Shiva himself. The Sutrakara says, Hritbadmam, not Hridayabadmam. Understand? There is a big difference between this Hritbadmam and Hridayabadmam. Hridaya means the heart which is pumping the blood in your system, which is this size, and medically they will describe. What all the description? The 4-part. Doctor, am I right? 4-part, na? Then? Huh? All right. Anyhow, all those names. That is the Hridaya. Hrit means it is not that physical blood pumping mechanism, center of your being. Center of your being is Hrit. When you close your eyes and remember your name, first where you feel the touch, which part of the body you remember. The moment you close your eyes and remember your name, if you remember only this area, you are intellectual. If you remember this area, you are emotional. If you remember the exact point in this area, you are being level. Hrit means your Ananda Gandha, where you feel you. Whoever, the moment you remember, you see, you should not do conscious effort. The moment you close your eyes and remember your name, if you remember only this area, you will be carrying constant irritation and logic. The moment you close your eyes and if you remember this area, you will be ready to weep for any small reason. You will be just carrying a big heaviness in this area. If you close your eyes and the moment you remember your name, if you remember only one point below the Anahata and above the Manipura, this area, you are being level person, you are remembering the Ananda Gandha. Understand? Hrit is not Hridaya. I don't know if I give like this meaning when I will complete this. But it's nice, at least all of you should understand and experience. Hrit means your being. Now you can understand whether you are intellectual or emotional or being level. This is a foolproof scale. The moment you close your eyes and remember your name, which part you remember first? Do not try to purposely change. No, I remember only this area. Not cheating yourself. Just casually, unconsciously, what you remember first. That is the way. Hrit means your center of your being. As on now, if you are intellectual, don't worry that you are intellectual. Just give that as a seat for divine. Which is your Hrit. That is seat for him. Hrit Badmam Asanam Dadyat. The lotus of your center is a seat for the divine to sit.
Yes. So centering ourselves into our being, into where we identify ourselves, our center. Let us now enter into just the Manasa Puja of the Guru Puja. See, many of you may not have the puja kits itself, so all of you can just sit. We can do it like a meditation. Just be in a meditative space. Be seated with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Have your surroundings clean. Just create that space of puja in and around you. And if you're walking around, we kindly request you to please settle down. We'll be doing this Manasa Puja alone as a short meditation where Swamiji will be guiding us through each and every single powerful cognition and sacred sentiment with which we offer all this to Swamiji. You can just visualize it as if just in your inner space, you can visualize as if you're bringing Swamiji into your house, having him sit on the throne, washing his feet, giving him the traditional bouquet, giving him a sweet drink, the madhuparka. Then you give him an oil massage. Then you give him bath with cool water. Then you offer him clothes, jewelry, the sandalwood paste. Then you decorate him with flowers. All of this offering of the incense, the lights, offering of food. Just visualize as if you are feeding Swamiji with your own hand. That is a space of intimacy that you can experience when you are worshipping Swamiji and during the puja. Let us now enter into the Manasa Puja. Please be seated in a deep, meditative, and respectful space. Let us now begin.
Just sit with the closed eyes in a very relaxed way and try to remember the gist. I'll just translate only the click part, initiation part. Om. Close your eyes. If you are a healer, sit in Ananda Gandha. Om. Hridpadmamasanam dadyat. What you think as yourself, your center, let that be the seat for him. Sahasrarachyutamritaihi Bhadyam Charanayor Dadyat. The sweet nectar which you experience in your system, the moment you remember the Master and his presence and his leelas, is the nectar to wash his feet. Manastu argyam nivedayet. The mind, all the minds you have, is the argya, flower, to be offered at his feet. Tena amrutena achamaniyam. The same nectar, deep ecstatic nectar which you experience, is the achamaniya, water to wash his mouth. Snaniyam tena cha smritam. The same nectar is the water to give him the holy bath. Snana. Akashatattvam vastram syat. The whole sky, Akasha Tattva, is the cloth, vastra for him. Syat gandha tattvakam. Gandha, the sandal paste for him is this whole planet Earth. The whole earth is a scent, sandal paste for him. Chittam pragalpayet pushpam. The whole chitta, all engraved memories are the flowers you offer at his feet. Dhubam pranan pragalpayet. Dhupa, incense stick. Your breathing is the incense offered at his feet. You breathe for him. Tejas tattvanja divartam. The sourceless light which shines in your being is the light divarta, deepa, to have his darshan, arati, to have his darshan. Naivedyam syat sudam buddhi. The offering, food offering, is the pure intelligence, the full vision, suddha buddhi, not alpa buddhi. Suddha buddhi is the offering. Anahadadvanirganta, unheard sound which happens in you continuously, is the bell for the puja. Vayu tattvanja chamaram. All the 5 acts of air happening in you, inhaling, staying, spreading, exhaling and cleaning, is chamara, fan for him. Sahasraram bhavet chatram. Fully blossomed Sahasrara with gratitude. Sahasrara chakra, which is blossomed fully due to gratitude towards the master, is the umbrella. Sabda tattvanja geetakam. The energy which converts the air into words in your throat, that energy is the song, music for him. Nrityam indriya karmani sanchalyam manasastata. Movements of your mind and movements of your indriyas is the dance performed for the master to please him in his presence. Sanchalyam manasastata. Even the mind's movements are the dance performed to please the master. Sumegalam batmamalam. Fully blossomed, 7 chakras. The spine with the fully blossomed 7 chakras is the Batma Mala, lotus garland for him. Pushpam nanavidam tata amayadyair bhava pushpaihi archayet bhava kosharam. With the different flowers. Now we will be doing archana, offering to him. Amayam, being in non-illusion. Anahankaram, not having an identity to project to the outer world. Aragam, not giving power to your fantasies. Amadam tata, not trying to bend or chisel the other person according to your fantasies. Amohagam adambam cha. Amogha, not expanding the territory of your fantasies, adding more fantasies about the persons. Adambam cha, not adding fantasies about the property and the outer world wealth. Advesha akshau tada. Advesha, not having dvesha, violence, vengeance. Akshauba gautata, not having too much of show. Not trying to show which is not there by artificial means. Amatsaryam alobam cha. Amatsarya, not having impurities. Aloba, not being miserly. Dasa pushpam vidurbuta. Ahimsa paramam pushpam. Ahimsa, non-violence, the ultimate flower. Amatsaryam alobancha dasapushpam vidurbuta. These are 10 flowers. Next, ahimsa. Ahimsa paramam pushpam. Non-violence, the ultimate flower. Pushpam indriya nigraha. Flower of saying no to your senses. Daya pushpam kshama pushpam. Flower of compassion, daya pushpam. Flower of being balanced, kshama pushpam. Jnana pushpanja panjamam. The fifth flower is pure knowledge, enlightenment itself. Idi panjadasair bhava pushpaihi sambhujayet sadgurum. The earlier 10 flowers and later 5 flowers. Sincerely, with your whole being, offer all the 15 flowers. With all this, sambhujayet, offer everything to the Master, to the cosmic consciousness, to the ultimate energy. Sambhujayet Sadgurum. Nityanandam. Relax.
Yes. Or if you can relax. All of you can share your experience, any experiences you would have had while going through this Manasa Puja, any clicks that you experienced in your inner space. You can please feel free to share with us. In a few moments, we'll be sharing a video link in the Zoom chat where you can offer your daily puja. There is an elaborate procedure to the Guru Puja, to the Pada Puja and the Shiva Puja, which we perform every morning. So totally there are 16 offerings that we do during the Pada Puja. This is called as a Shodasha Upachara Puja. There is a 16 offering that is done to Swamiji during the Pada Puja. Chakraja Swarupini is telling, I literally feel offer myself to Guru. Yes, Ma. See, the whole context of the puja is becoming one with Swamiji. Very light inner space. Yes. As an important part of the puja, before the puja starts, we declare our state, our space of Sohamasmi. Even when I worship, I am Him. That is one of the most important declarations we make before we enter into the puja itself. I feel one with Master. Now, after studying, I understand the meaning of scripture better. Yes. Yes, my Swamiji always says we should understand and learn the source scripture also. Only then our devotion, the feeling connection that we have, will strengthen its roots. It will become as the bhakti will become as jnana bhakti. Only then we will be able to enrich others also with our experience because it is acid washed by the scriptures. Yes. So all of us can continue being in that space. You can cherish that space more and more. Swamiji always says that the amount of time we spend in our puja every morning decides how much productive we will be during the day. Why? Because every time when we offer puja, we are gaining conscious access to the superconscious happening in within us. Yes. So we have the YouTube link now for the Pada Puja, for the Guru Puja and Shiva Puja. All of you can follow along this video when you offer your puja. So all of you can please feel free to open the link and save the link. Also, we have posted the link of the Sarvajna Beta channel where we will be uploading the further updated videos about how to offer, how to prepare for the puja, and much more details on why the rituals are offered, what are the significance behind these rituals. All this information, all this knowledge about the rituals and temples will be put onto this Sarvajna Beta channel. So with this, we are coming to a conclusion of today's Paramashivoham program. Today we had darshan of Swamiji in the Kala Bhairava Bhava Samadhi darshan. Tomorrow we'll be receiving Swamiji in the Bhava of Gangadhara Murti. We kindly request all the participants to join us for the whole day of Paramashivoham program tomorrow, beginning with the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama, the Nityanda Yoga, starting at 7 a.m. ET. So let us now conclude with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanavastu Om Nityanandam. Yes. Thank you everyone, Nityanandam.
Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda. Paramashivoham.